Michael Greve, CEI's chairman and a distinguished scholar at the American Enterprise Institute, has just published a book, The Upside Down Constitution. Michael argues that our own Constitution was crafted in one constitutional moment at the very beginning of our history, and that we may be in another constitutional moment today, which will allow us to recover some of the freedoms we've lost over the last 100 years. More on that in just a moment. Michael Greve's book points out that the United States Constitution was crafted after a decade or so of the Articles of Confederation, which had led to a balkanized, fragmented economy, with states fighting off competition from other states, cartelizing against one another, with the U.S. fiscal situation in dire crisis. The Constitution was crafted in that constitutional crisis moment, creating a competitive federalism which protected the citizenry at all levels from the predations of the government, the federal government and the state governments. That Constitution has stood us well for over 100 years. Then the progressives came in, turned the Constitution, as he put it, upside down, creating a world that moved from a competitive federalism to a cartelized federalism, one from where government's role was to protect the citizens from predation at all levels, to one which empowered government at all levels, state, federal, local, to exploit their citizenry, to predate their citizenry in various ways. A cartelized federalism system. Michael then has an optimistic note. We may, he argues, be now at another constitutional moment. We certainly today have a fiscal crisis, not just in the United States, but around the world. We have states that are near bankruptcy. We have states that are operating very prudently, just like in Europe. You have your Greeces and your Germanys. We also have a factionalism in America, which means that we have a split between the states, the red state, blue state split, the prudent state, less prudent state. So we have an ability now to craft anew a constitution that would restore the disciplines on government, give the citizens of the United States a protection against predation, against both state and local government. In general, move America back to a world of competitive federalism, protective of citizen rights, rather than the cartelized federalism that we've been suffering under for the last century, one that empowers government to exploit us at all levels. That constitutional moment is one that we have now. It is something we should seize, because the Constitution is not perfect, but it is vastly, vastly better than what we have now.